So I was talking with my friend the other day about the moment of deeply meeting the earth again after being closed down and after being, for lack of better words, disconnected. And that moment when you come full circle again and you finally come back around and you finally start seeing the natural world again. And when you move from the head and into the heart and into the primal, raw, sensational body, and what that feels like, and the ultimate realization and downloads that come to you, and then the wave of grief that also comes after you realize how disconnected you've been for so long. And I remember one of those moments for me was when I just got started hiking again, and I was beginning to explore North Georgia and the mountains, and getting my feet back on the earth and embracing and engaging with the wonder that is the natural world. And I look back at that part of me, and she is just so innocent and naive, and I'm sure I'll look back on this part of me and think the same. But when I look back at her, it's just like she was totally in awe and like expanded by what she had just uncovered, which was her true nature. And I remember I was on this hike, and it's called Duke's Creek, something like that. Anyways, and I hiked down to the main waterfall, and I'm like, this is awesome, loving it, having a great time. And then I'm walking back the trail, back to where the cars were, and I spot, like, down this cliff, this beautiful, like, secret watering hole that's like not really a part of the main trail. And I was like, oh, I just simply have to. And I was with my partner at the time, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna carve my initials into this tree. He pulls out his knife, he looks at this tree, and his initials are already in it. And that was just like a super magical, beautiful moment that I'll never forget. And then so I'm like, we have to go down this trail, and we start hiking down this really steep, cliffy part of the mountain. Then we get down, and it's just this magical little waterfall swimming hole. river trickles downward. And I felt like I had just uncovered the most secret magical portal ever. And I was like, yes, this is what being alive feels like. I was probably like 18-ish, 17, 18. And the water's freezing cold. But it was just calling me in. I couldn't not. And I'm like feeling this resistance because it's this big watering hole, and I wasn't that comfortable with swimming in nature yet. It was still kind of a mystery, and of course it always is, but I felt fear. What's under the waters? What is there that I can't see? What's gonna happen when I jump in? Am I gonna touch the bottom? You never know, right? And so I felt this fear and I felt this resistance. And then I remember feeling like, I can't not get in this fucking water. If I leave here and I don't jump in this water, I'm going to be so sad. And so I did. And it seems like such a small thing, but for someone who was so disconnected and felt so much fear of their body and of nature, it was this huge leap for me. It was this huge moment of finally just like letting go and releasing and surrendering into the magic of the earth and the wisdom of the water, and trust, and deciding to trust that I would be safe and that I am safe. And I jumped in the water, and it was freezing fucking cold, and I was like doing that thing where, oh, it was so magical, I can almost feel it right now. And I was doing that thing where I'm like but I didn't want to get out, and I just like felt my full mermaid, and I couldn't touch the bottom unless I was on the edges, and I'm touching these slippery, mossy rocks under my feet, and they feel a little gross, but a little awesome, and a little scary. And I felt union again. And just total bliss. Total bliss that it almost brings me to tear right now. And so I thought I would share that story because it's a really beautiful, near and dear story to my heart, and I hope that everyone feels that moment. And if you have moments like that you remember, I would really, really, really love to hear them. While I'm here, I'd like to mention that I'm hosting a Primal Pleasure Embodied in Nature retreat in Mount Shasta, California, at the very beginning of August. All of the information isn't up yet. It might be up by the time I upload this video. If it is, I'll put links in the description. And if you would like to feel that wild, blissful reconnection with nature that I just shared, then absolutely come to the retreat. It's only women, a beautiful group of women just deeply interconnecting and existing with the natural world and with our bodies and with freshwater springs and waterfalls and clay masks and beautiful workshops and sacred meals and sacred fire and cacao and tons of lovely juicy things. So I would love to see all of you beautiful humans there. Thank you for listening and showing up on planet Earth today. Go outside, drink some water, eat some marinated kale. I love you.